Hi, welcome to Paranormal Kativity. Today I want to tell you about a cursed chair. In England, there's been a building that's been a popular hangout since the mid-1600s, and for the most part, it's been a part inn, part pub, and it's gone under a lot of different ownership. Somewhere around the late 1600s to early 1700s, Thomas Busby became part owner of this pub, and he was a person with not a great reputation. He was kind of a bully and a drunk, and he had a favorite chair. His father-in-law was a man named Daniel Audie, and he did not really care for his son-in-law. So one night, they're at the pub, and Daniel happens to be sitting in Thomas's chair. And a fight starts because he's sitting in his favorite chair. The fight continues to where Daniel tells Thomas that he doesn't really think his daughter needs to be with him, and he's going to try and take his daughter back. Long story short, this obviously frustrates Thomas Busby, and he decides that he's going to kill his father-in-law. There's some speculation as to how exactly he killed him. Some say he strangled him. Most of the accounts say that he bludgeoned him in the head multiple times. But regardless, he was convicted of the murder of his father-in-law, and the fight did start because his father-in-law was sitting in his favorite chair. 1702 is the year that he was put to death. And on his way to the gallows, Thomas openly cursed his chair, saying that anyone who was to sit in his chair would die. After the hanging, the pub became known as the Busby Stoop Inn. The next people who ran the pub left his chair right where it was, and it became kind of a tourist attraction of like, that was Thomas Busby's chair, you don't sit in that chair, it's cursed, he cursed it, anyone who sits in it's gonna die. So it became kind of like a tourist thing, and it was gaining a lot of popularity. So it was good for business, got a lot of people in there, but it also attracted attention of people who wanted to dare each other to sit in the chair. According to the legend, about 63 people have passed away after sitting in the cursed chair. There are a lot of different accounts of people having a seat. There was one where somebody was on their lunch break as a worker on the building, had a seat in the chair. Later on that day, they ended up falling through the roof. There was one where a delivery man had a seat in the chair, and then he crashed his vehicle. There was a group of airmen who dared each other to take turns sitting in the chair, and none of them ever made it home after the war. One of the weirder ones would be of a chimney sweep who had a seat in the chair, and the next morning was found hanging very close to the same spot where Thomas Busby was years and years before. So after this had become like a very common thing for people to sit in the chair and then perish, eventually the chair was taken away from that location and put into a museum. So now it can be found in the Thirsk Museum, and they have it displayed 6 feet off the ground so that nobody can sit in the chair. Since it has came to the museum, there's been some research done on the chair itself, and trying to date the chair, it doesn't seem that the chair is old enough to have been in the building at the same time that Busby was alive. So there's a lot of rumors as to if that's actually the same chair that was the cursed chair, or if the curse had transferred to this other chair because of how many people believed it was the right chair. If it's not the right chair, where is the chair? That's a good question. And the ghost of Thomas Busby is said to still be at the inn and in the area where he was hanged. Would you rather stay the night in the inn and try and look for the ghost of Thomas Busby, or would you rather take a dare and sit in the chair? I mean, the chair might not be cursed after all. It might be the wrong chair. I know I'd prefer to just watch for a ghost, but some of you guys are more daring than me, so let me know what you would do because I'm very curious. If you did not enjoy hearing about the story of the cursed chair, feel free to give this a thumbs down, that way I can keep it in mind for future videos. But if you did like hearing about it, please consider giving it a thumbs up. Please do comment and let me know your thoughts on this story, because it is quite interesting. And I know it's super popular over in England where this actually occurred, so let me know if you'd heard of this story before and what you think of it. Please do subscribe if you haven't already. I do upload very frequently. I'm Kat, and this is Paranormal Kativity. Have a strange day. Bye!